Hello students, welcome to this video series of subject mobile application development. We are in the third unit, that is components and layouts. Today's our topic is to study the first type of layout, that is linear layout. Linear layout is the one of the simplest layout in our layout structure. Why we define a layout structure? Because on an activity, that is the form of Android application, we want to design if we want to design a different components on it like button, text box, timer, etc. These different components can be placed on the activity with the help of different layouts. So today we will see one of the simplest layout, that is linear layout. So the learning outcome includes first basic introduction to the linear layout, then different attributes, that is properties of linear layout, and next we will see the example of linear layout. POs mapped are PO1, PO4, PO6 and PO7. So coming to linear layout is the simplest structure which is used to arrange the different components on our activity. Activity is nothing but the UI screen which will be used to design our application. So Android linear layout is a view group that aligns all children in either vertical or horizontal direction. That is, we can place our components either in the vertical direction means line by line, and second is horizontal means in column wise arrangement. So the different properties or the attributes here, properties are called as attributes. So following are the most important properties. First is the Android ID. Android ID uniquely identifies the layout. In an activity, we can take different types of layouts on a single activity. So giving ID to it, it uniquely identifies the layout. The identity is of, or the ID is of layout. Next one is baseline aligned. So this property is a boolean value, that is true or false, and it prevents the layout from aligning its children to its baseline. Baselines mean the border. Next is baseline index. When the linear layout is a part of another layout that is baseline aligned, it can specify which of its children are aligned to its baseline. When we take a layout, inside the layout we take another layout. At that time this property is used, that is baseline aligned child index. Next is divider. It is a vertical divider between the buttons. You can use a color value in the form of RGB index. The most important property is gravity. This specifies how the object should position in its content on both x and y axis. Possible values are, gravity means how our component is placed inside that particular layout structure, that is inside the row or a column. It should be placed top, bottom, left, right, center vertical, center horizontal, etc. So this is the most important property which is widely used. So the most important properties here are Android ID, that specifies the identity of the layout, and Android gravity, it specifies how the object should position its content. Next is orientation. This is also much more familiar property. Orientation we can give it as horizontal or direction. Next is Android weight sum of the child weights. Weight sum specifies the total weights of the components inside the layout. Suppose inside a linear layout we have 5 components: button, checkbox, text box, radio button, timer. So there are 5 components. So if the total weight sum of the layout is 1, if the total weight sum of the layout is 5, then we can assign 1 to the each component of the layout. That is, for button it should be 1, for checkbox it should be 1, for radio button it should be 1, for timer it should, so the total weight should be 5 according to the specified value in the layout weighted sum. So we can see an example of it. Here we have given 2 or 3 important properties, that is layout width and layout height. The upper line is not much important, in that we have to specify only the type of layout, that is linear layout. XML, NS, this is not mandatory. So first tag is linear layout. In that we have given the property as layout width. Layout width equals to fill parent. Fill parent means according to the size of the activity. According to the size of the activity, this layout width will be according to the parent width. Whatever the width of the parent screen is there, or the parent UI is there, it will fill according to the parent. Similarly, the height, it will fill according to the size of the parent. So layout width and layout height property or attribute, and then it is the next property is orientation. The orientation given here is vertical. Vertical means line by line, row by row. So the contents will be placed row by row. So this is the linear layout. It contains 3 attributes: layout width, layout height, and layout orientation. Orientation we given is vertical, that is row by row. Layout width we have given fill parent. Fill parent means it will fill according to the size of our UI screen. Whatever the size of our mobile screen is there, it will fit according to that parent screen. So width, height, we have given the attributes as well as orientation. In that we have placed a button. So button also has attribute button ID. This is the common field. Layout height is, we have specified the width of the button, that is 270 pixels. Layout height is wrap content. Wrap content means according to the size of the text on the button, it will wrap it accordingly. And text is start service. Next button we have taken. Similar attributes are given. ID is different. Layout width and layout height is set. And text is pause service. Third button we have taken, that is stop service. So how these contents will be displayed on the screen? First, the linear layout will be placed. Inside the linear layout, we will have 3 buttons, one by one. That is start service, pause service, and stop service. So the important ambiguity related question on explain the linear layout with example. With example we have to explain the linear layout and list the different attributes of linear layout in UI design. So we have learned today about the linear layout attributes and its example. Thanks for watching the video. For more example, you can visit the site, or I will recommend the site of tutlane.com, TUTLANE, on which different examples of different layouts are given in detail. So please visit the website for detailed explanation of the different types of layouts. So thanks. In the next part we will see absolute layout.